The Big Bang Theory Season 5 episode review video. Before I get into that, though, pretty important. If you're not caught up to the point where I am in rewatching or watching The Big Bang Theory, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention as well as put in the description for you. If that happens to be the case and you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any potential spoilers I may talk about. This will be The Big Bang Theory Season 5, Episode 7. The title of this episode is called The Good Guy, Fluctuation. And this will be my review, reaction, recap after just finishing watching the episode. So we start off in Sheldon's office, and he's working on an equation. And he comes to the conclusion that, well, he's absolutely worthless after 9 p.m. It's bedtime time. He hears a noise in the hallway, and we find out that Raj and Howard have played a Halloween prank on Sheldon. That scares him, even though he doesn't want to admit it. And then they go back in his office, and Sheldon's like, oh, you think you scared me, but I shall have you know, and da-da-da-da-da. And then Sheldon turns around, and Leonard has a Halloween mask on, and Sheldon is terrified and actually faints because of this. So the guys, after this, go to the comic book store, and there's a female in the comic book store. Stuart warns everybody, but not to look at the same time. And it's Alice, played by Courtney Ford, who was in Season 4 of Dexter, playing the character of Christine Hill. One of my favorite characters on the show, even though she had a minor role. And she asks Leonard if she could have a certain comic book. She offers a trade and gives him her phone number in exchange for that comic book that she wants to purchase. So she just wanted to buy it, but Leonard was kind of looking at it. Penny has more Halloween candy, and this is the second time she's bought some. She's also PMSing and eating like crazy. Poor Penny. Sheldon really wants Leonard to check the mailbox, but Leonard already rigged it to startle and scare Sheldon. Alice is over at the apartment looking at comics, and then Alice starts to make out with Leonard. Sheldon tries to scare Raj with a snake in his desk drawer. It doesn't work, though, as he's trying to scare an Indian with a snake. And at first she's like, oh, but then he's like, oh, you're so pretty, you pretty little thing. Leonard talks to Penny about the Alice situation and the Priya situation. Penny doesn't have any candy to offer him. She's already ate it all. That's not what he was going to ask for. Leonard feels guilty about making out with Alice. Sheldon has an electric gadget on his arm and is going to get Howard with it. So he goes over to Howard's place to try to, he's going to do this at Howard's place. And then Leonard talks to Sheldon about sexual fidelity, and Leonard wants to do Alice. Leonard's made his mind up. He's going to see Alice. Sheldon does indeed go over to Howard's to shake his hand, and Howard actually does shake his hand, but the problem is that Howard has heart problems and falls to the ground. Sheldon has to give him a shot of adrenaline. Ha! It was another prank by Howard with help from Bernadette. Leonard tells Alice that, well, he has a girlfriend, and Alice kicks him out. And then Leonard's on a Skype call with Priya, and she tells Leonard that she cheated on him by sleeping with her ex-boyfriend, and Leonard tells her he has to go. And all of a sudden, Sheldon comes from inside the couch to scare Leonard. Bazinga, punk. Now we're even. And that is the end of the episode. So pretty funny stuff in this episode of The Big Bang Theory. As far as the score of the episode, I'm going to give it an 8.7 out of 10. The character of the episode, I could have gone either way. Leonard, Sheldon. This one, I am going to give to Leonard. You all know that I rank Penny in each episode because that's the reason why I started watching The Big Bang Theory. I'd give Penny an 8 out of 10 in this episode. And then Alice, really liked her character, so I'm going to rank Alice as well. She's a 10 out of 10. Like I said, I really like her, Courtney Ford, when she especially played Christine Hill on Season 4 of Dexter. So you've heard what I had to say. Now it's your turn. If you're a fan of The Big Bang Theory or Young Sheldon, make sure you're smashing that like button. share the video with whomever you want, or put this video on any of your social media platforms. Don't forget to sound off in the comments section about what your thoughts are on this episode. What would you score the episode? Who would be your character of the episode? If you want to rate Penny, do what I do. If you want to rate Alice, go ahead and do that as well. Let me know what your favorite moment was. I like the moment where Sheldon says that he doesn't function properly after 9 p.m. And then last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button, subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And JDev will return.